What's going on, guys? Duggernaut here, and today we are going to be looking at the dungeon Mhigo. Mhigo is the last dungeon in the main storyline quest for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. And as always, we will be doing it through the tank's perspective. The dungeon's pretty straightforward. You can't do too big of pulls because there are walls that are blocked off that you have to fight a group of mobs for to be removed. But you can do pulls pretty much two packs per, so it's pretty good. You definitely want to be careful though. If you are doing this straight from the main storyline, you may not want to do that big of pull. It can be rather healing intensive, and they do hit rather hard. So like I said right here, the first obstacle you have to wait. There'll be some guys that jump over, just like that. Go ahead and make sure you pick them up. Don't need little healers to get stabbed. We like our healers. Our healers are our friends. They keep us alive. It is not required, but I do recommend that if you are level, if you're the paladin at least, and you hit level 70, before getting to this dungeon, I do recommend going and finishing off your paladin main job quest. That way you receive the Passage of Arms. It is a useful skill, at least for the last fight. You know, just helps with the damage. The gear that drops in here will be eye level 300. If you've done your main story quest, you know, all of the left side will be 290, so it is still a bit of an upgrade and it helps. I believe in every first dungeon, every treasure chest in the first treasure chest in the dungeon will always be, you know, a potion or a glamour prism. So I mean, you can skip those if you want. I just like grabbing all the treasure chests because, you know, they're there, so why not? After that, you will, just like the previous dungeons, you will be receiving 1 to 2 items per chest, which is very helpful. This is the first boss, the Magic Scorpion. If anyone has ever played Final Fantasy VII, which I'm sure all of you have, it's the very first boss. Do a ready check. The Scorpion actually only has a few mechanics that you need to watch out for. It will pick random targets, and it'll target them with a circle AoE. The trick is to just run to the edge and wait for the AoE to stop following you. Once it's fully locked on, just go ahead and run out of the way because it'll paint the ground and you don't want to walk over it. So as you can see what the healer's doing, he's just running. And as soon as you see those little lock-on diamonds, you can go ahead and get out of the way. It'll then pick, it'll then go front and line cones, so you just want to avoid those. The puddles will eventually go away. But again, just stay out of the poop and all will be right. Electromagnetic field is just a big group AoE damage. So right now, as you can see, we got targeted. So you want to watch out for tail laser because it'll do a front. As you can see, it's fire machine guns in the front and its tail laser is in the back, so you want to avoid it at all times. See, and it'll pick a random direction. So with this right here, as you can see, as soon as the little lock-on in the middle, you can just go ahead and run out. Electromagnetic field, just AoE damage. Another round of tail laser, as well as marking targets. At this point, I believe everyone, see, it's a slow progression. So in the beginning, it'll pick 1 to 2, or 2, then 3, and then now everyone's just getting targeted. So you want to make sure everyone spreads out to avoid any unnecessary damage. And easy peasy, first boss down. So yeah, drops eye level 300. And apparently I already have those. Yay, got it on a 1. Alright. So even though the gate's open, you don't want to go too far past it. Once running down, you'll actually aggro 2 sets of packs. So you want to stop right here. If you're feeling foggy, make sure to grab all of it. Alright, so running down the stair, you'll get a first pack of dogs, and then you go more towards the center, you'll aggro the second pack. The reason why you want to be careful is because now cannons are attacking you for more damage, so you just want to be careful about that. These things go down pretty fast. It's just, if you had all those mobs with cannon damage, it can add up real fast. Too many enemies. Failed to see the puddle on the floor, and got boom. Now with this group, this is the only group you can get because they get closed. After defeating this group, there'll be a cannon fire, which will open up the door. Now they're going to shoot the door down for us. Kaboom! More healing gear. Right. Now on to the second boss. Just like the first boss, it only has one or two things you have to watch out for. Mana Burst is a AoE damage. Order of Charge is you will shoot out bits, and then his command, Order of Fire, which will have them do AoEs, and then I guess kind of like AoEs with the middles missing out. Just want to make sure to avoid that. And then Magic Disruptor. This is the main, at about 50%. He will do Soul Extract, Mind Jack, which will extract your soul, sending out a bunch of bits. If you get hit by the lasers, you will be stunned. You move very slow, so what you're trying to do is just get out of the way of the prototype Death Claw. As you can see, I didn't hit it, so what's going to happen now is he's going to push me out of the way. The goal is to just get, so I'm going to get stunned right now. Oh, I might? Yes, I got stunned. The goal is to get back to your body. You'll then wake back up, and then you just want to burn down the Death Claws. Also avoid the bits because, you know, lasers can still hurt. After that, he'll recall the bits, and it's just a repeat of the first Mana Burn and Order of Charge and Order to Shoot. Or Mana Burst, I'm sorry. So Order to Charge, he's going to shoot out some bits. So Order to Fire, you're just going to want to move out of the way. Avoid the AoEs. second boss. I'm definitely going to try to take ninja stuff. Yes. Alright, now, home stretch on to the next fight. This one, you can continue further. The trick is to take out the laser fields because they're blocking your path. After taking them out, the mages that are casting fire on you will run away. Hopefully they didn't try that one. Probably not though. We got this. You just want to watch out for the Legion Hexadrome. He does have AoE damage when he shoots out his missiles. And then his, there's the magic missiles right there. And it does have a knockback when he does his spin. And then if you're lucky, this dungeon is also dropping grade 6 materia, so it's good to start farming. I missed one. You get over here. After we take down the two Legion Colossus, open up this door, which will lead us to the third and final boss. Alright. So, Galvus is the third and final fight in the Alamiga dungeon. You want to make sure you're careful and stay aware of the surroundings, so that way he doesn't slice and dice you. As the fight begins, he will close off the area and put a pull on the outside, ring on the outside. Stepping into that will cause damage. He does switch his swords from time to time, which will have different effects. When he starts to glow green, he'll run to the center for each move that he's going to do. When he glows green, you want to get close to him because it'll do a wind knockback. When he starts to glow blue, you want to get away from everyone and away from him. So as you can see right here, the art of the swell. You want to get close because he'll be knocking back. When he does blue, you want to spread out and get away from him because he does a 360 slash, which will knock back. When he glows red, you want to stay apart from each other. He does a line slash. So these are the storm, so get away from him. He does a line slash, which does a fair amount of damage right here, Art of the Sword. So you want everyone to stay basically like this. See? Because if they stack up, it does a significant amount of damage and can easily wipe the party. He'll go back and forth between those three mechanics until about 35%. Or if your DPS is slow, he can go into a second phase sooner.
Let this moment last.
Alright. So right here he's going to target someone. So he will target a random party member, and that party member will then get tethered. What that person wants to do is he wants to face away from the rest of the group, because what will happen is a huge cone attack. As the fight progresses, Galvus may only do it one more time, depending on how well your DPS is. At the start of the second phase, you'll notice he puts up a bar, almost like his limit break, right here, avoid, which will be coming up soon. Right after this is base AoE damage. The DPS was a little slow, so as you can see, he targeted 2 people with cones. So just avoid those. And now he's going to Art of the Sword. Should be the final phase. Yes.
Show me your
So now he's untargetable and he has a limit bar.
Yes.
This phase you want to attack his swords and get them down as soon as possible. The order isn't necessarily mandatory, but as you can see, when his shadow pops up, it'll be that effect. If you are unable to get the swords down in time, when his transfer bar fills up, it will one-shot everyone, and you have to redo the fight. Think of it as his enraged timing. he's going to do Art of the Sword, so you're going to want to watch out.
Ready to strike?
Have everyone group up in the middle. Or hopefully they'll get behind me.
Power to transcend.
There we go. And now you just go ahead, limit break him. And there you go. Pass on the healer stuff. Alright guys, that was the Alamigan dungeon through the main story quest. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything you guys would like to see, please go ahead and leave a comment in the section down below. And as always, goodbye from Zalora.